Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. It is time to make this video. Gosh, alright, so the maze. Let's just call it what it is. It was the worst maze ever. This maze sucked so much. My goodness, I am not going to participate in mazes if mazes continue to be like this. So let's go back to the beginning and let me just provide some context. Alright, so the kind of player I am is I do not like to judge something with the way it initially appears to be. So when this maze came out and we saw that there wasn't certain things, a lot of people I saw in the comments, they're like, Armor, why aren't you talking about the maze? It's bad. Armor, it costs too much. And I'm like, I need to see once the whole event is over because then I can talk about it, because I was actually pretty hopeful. I was thinking like maybe SocialPoint is going to surprise us with a second maze coin dungeon. Maybe they're going to provide a bigger discount towards the end. None of that happened. This maze was so hard to do. Is it free to play friendly? Of course not. And I'm sure there's someone out there that maybe logged in 5 times a day, got enough sleep, and still managed to get the monster. I don't doubt it. You know, kudos to you. But I think predominantly for most players, whether you're a student, whether you're an adult working, it was hard to manage logging into the game every 4 hours and finding time for the discount, because it was the last discount. You had to appear during the last discount. So for me personally, the last discount is at 2 a.m. This recording here is at 2 a.m. And then it's so annoying how long it takes to actually move, but that's always been the case. Look, I'm getting a lot of maze coins spinning the roulette wheel. But yeah, I just want to emphasize that the kind of player I am for all future events, just know if something changes, I like to wait until it's all said and done with to give an opinion on it. I don't like to make an opinion before knowing all the full details. But now that the maze is over, I can just completely say that the event was awful, and I am not looking forward to any future mazes, which sucks because I've been seeing some of the leaks of future monsters that are going to be released in mazes, and they look really darn cool. So I would really like to partake in them. The mazes have always been one of my favorite events because they used to be you play for 2 to 3 days, the LTP comes out, the limited time pathway, and you get the monster. And once you have the monster, then you can use Stardust or Mythic Amber or Elementium, and now you could use the Ludum to rank a monster. So I'm like, that's fine, as long as I get the monster, that's all that matters. So free to play, in terms of free to play, mazes have always been one of my favorite events, because even if, like, anyone could play like 2 to 3 days and then they can take the rest of the time off, but as long as they get the monster, or if they missed out on the monster, they can just play for the whole week and then they can still get the monster. So it was always possible to get the monster. And I believe that every single monster should be obtainable to every single player, even though it's difficult, but not too difficult, right? This is like extreme difficulty. I think it cost, there's a 20% discount right now. I think it was still 11,000 maze coins, and we'll talk about my maze coins and how I was able to get so much as well. But yeah, I wish there was, like, I don't mind that you have to spend in the game sometimes. Well, you don't have to spend, right? I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't mind that they're spending in the game. To me, it makes sense that they're spending in the game. At the end of the day, it's a business, right? Businesses need to make money. Otherwise, like, there would be no incentive for Monster Legends to continue, and then the game would shut down. So I don't mind that they're spenders. I don't mind that some things you have to spend money if you want to obtain them. I do believe, though, everything should be obtainable. So I've always mentioned, like, I really liked when SocialPoint started introducing the Golden Pass monsters as breedable. Even if there was like a 1% chance to breed it, I always like to say some percent is better than no percent. So I wish they would keep doing that. I think that's awesome. I don't mind if they make it pretty expensive, like 1,000 gems to get the exclusive monster or something, because getting 1,000 gems is not easy, right? You'd have to save up like 2 to 3 months, probably even more, to get it. So I wish that every single monster would be attainable, just so everyone is clear on my stance. But I also at the same time don't mind that they're being spenders. There have to be spenders, right? Even in the real life, in the physical world, you can't just walk into the Apple store and say, hey, it's not fair that Mac costs $2,000. I want that Mac. Give me that Mac free. No, that's dumb. So I don't mind it. But that being said, this maze without discounts would have cost what, like 13,000, 14, 15,000? It's so much. The way the maze works is you can collect 225 maze coins every single 4 hours. So realistically, I like to tell players you can probably expect around 1,000 maze coins a day. Obviously, if you log in every 4 hours, even like you wake up in the middle of the night, you can get what, 900 plus an additional, you can get like 1,300 maze coins, and then multiply that by how long the events last, and then plus the maze coin dungeon and plus monster wood. You could easily make it if you do that. But realistically, you're not going to do that. Realistically, what you're going to do is you're going to log in 4.5 times, I think. You're going to log in, for example, let's use a scenario that you wake up at 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. you log in. That's a collection. At 11 a.m. you play. That's a collection. At 3 p.m. you log in, that's a collection. At 7 p.m. you log in, that's a collection. Let's say you go to sleep at 10. That's a mid collection, right? So that's around 1,000 maze coins. If you wait till 11 again, maybe do a full rotation from 7 to 7. That's another. Oh no, it'd be 11. No, 3, 7, 4, 11, whatever. It kind of, that varies. So maybe you're doing 5 logins, but I'd like to think like you're doing 4.5 logins. You're getting around 1,000 maze coins a day. Multiply that by the number of days plus all the other events. So it's possible to get. So off the top of my head, I can't do the math like whether that scaled to getting the 11,000 coins, but waiting for that last discount. I don't know, guys. The event sucked. There's nothing else to really say other than just rant that it sucked because it did. There was no 30% discount. Now, I will like to tell everyone, if you saw my video on how to get maze coins, I think I called the video how to maximize maze coins. I made sure not to call the video how to get this monster, how to get Kernel Pip, because the fact was it's a new event. So because it's a new event, I think even if you watch the video, there's a point when I say, I don't know if there's going to be a 30%, 20%, 10%. It's a brand new event. I don't know anything. The only thing I know how to do is how to get maze coins. So there's how you maximize maze coins. So that's what I did. Now, I forgot what I started off in this video. I had like 13,000 maze coins. For the first half of the maze, I didn't use any maze collector tickets other than when I went to sleep. I used one. But midway through, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to participate in this anymore. I have stuff going on in personal life, so I should use my maze collector tickets. So because I got the golden pass, I did get the advantage of the golden of the maze collector tickets. Now, I will say that even if you're a spender who spent and used the maze collector tickets, unless you woke up during the final hour, or again, it depends on your time zone, unless you were up during the final hour of the event, you probably would have still come really close to getting the monster. So I don't know, man. I don't know what SocialPoint is thinking. Now, again, I'm an optimist. I'm really hoping that based on all the feedback they get, that they will change it for the next maze. Maybe they'll bring back the 30% at the 1 day, 18-hour mark. That's probably the best thing they can do. Maybe they can lower the cost substantially, maybe 10, 20%. Because, I mean, I also hate watching ads, and I had to watch ads just because I wanted to make sure I had enough to get this monster. But I hate ads. On my phone, some of you might know this because some of you experience the same thing. On my phone, I get those 4-part ads, and I know there's ways to remove them. Players have told me how to remove them, but they're so annoying where I have to watch 4 ads essentially just for some 20 maze coins. Yeah, it's not the best. So here I am completing the seeded tree maze, and there we go. I got it. With still 2,000 coins left over. I didn't know what to do with these extra 2,000 coins. I think I just started moving the corrupted chest and probably the diamond chest. I didn't finish either of them. Actually, I had. Oh yeah. So the reason I have so many maze coins left over is because I did participate in the breeding event, and I got a ton of epics, and I got a Moonming actually from the event, and I actually just found out I got a Katsuko, although he wasn't hatched, so I missed out on 250 maze coins, but I did get a Moonming out of the event, so that's 250 maze coins, and then all the failures, all the rares and epics, those were 75, 75, 75, 75, they add up. I don't know how many gems I spent in the breeding events, but I just wanted to be 100% sure I had enough maze coins, which just goes back to the fact that even if you activated your maze collector tickets, I wonder how close you'd be to collecting or not collecting. Like, if you only do maze collector tickets and don't watch ads, would you have enough? I feel like you wouldn't. If you didn't participate in the breeding events and if I didn't watch ads, I would have substantially less maze coins. So I don't know, this was excessive. It wasn't like, because it's not even like if you bought the golden the maze collector tickets, if you bought the golden legends pass and got maze collector tickets, you'd probably waste them all in one maze, so you wouldn't have enough for the next maze. And it might still not be enough unless you watch ads. So it's so excessive. I really don't like it. I hate it. I really, really hope SocialPoint changes it. It's bad. I'm curious. Let me know in the comments who was able. How many of you out there how many maze coins did you get first of all? And well, I guess that really differs because if you gave up like midway through, you're gonna have a low number. Who was able to get the monster? I guess that's what I'm curious about. Who was able to get the monster, and how did you do it? Did you log in 5-6 times a day? Did you activate maze collector tickets? What did you do? But I mean, it goes without saying, this maze was not fun. I am not looking forward to the next maze. I won't even participate in the next maze. If I have to give up every corrupted monster that's a maze monster, unless it's a really OP broken monster, I'm probably just gonna give up on it because I am definitely not doing this again. It's too much. It's way too much. And when I look at like the people that play Monster Legends, right, you have your casual players that never even get the maze monsters, so they're probably like, oh, whatever, another maze they can't complete. But for like the hardcore fans that know the game, how it works, and how to get monsters, this is a complete setback, right? You go from being able to get a monster in 2 to 3 days with an LTP to now being able to get nothing, being able to get nothing with a whole week's of worth. It's crazy. Again, if the cost was less, if it was like 8,000, I understand. 8,000, you get 1,000 a day. Like, see, there's my Maze Collector ticket. You do 1,000 a day. You have your Maze Coin dungeon. You can watch a few videos to help you out. Cool. Plus, throw in a discount. Cool. But when it's like 11,000, 13,000, 15, whatever it is without discounts, it's excessive. It is excessive. So, I'm approaching the end of my recording on this video. I'm getting my, so as you can see, I wasn't able to move the corrupted chest all the way to the end, so I started moving the diamond chest. I think I'm probably going to land on the 25. I remember I moved another node, so I probably get the 25 mace coins. Oh, you could also respin here until you get mace coins every single roulette spin, so that's a trick and strategy you can do. I don't know how many gems I would spend. It would just depend on how lucky you are on spinning, respinning. I get the 40, I move one more. You can get tremor cells as well, so a great way to get a previous old golden pass monster. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. The mace sucked. That's it. I agree with everyone. Duh, why wouldn't I? The maze sucked. At the end of the day, I'm a regular player too. I have to play the event to get the monster. The maze sucked. So with that being said, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and remember to subscribe.